It was a move aimed at keeping people at home during a time usually filled with social gatherings. But the decision to allow the call to prayer at mosques during the month of Ramadan has sparked some backlash. One GTA man is in hot water over an online post that's been labeled Islamophobic. And tonight, one municipality is promising not to reverse the move they say was meant to offer comfort during this difficult time. It's a sound that's heard daily inside mosques, but for 1 month, this 2-minute broadcast is being heard outside across multiple municipalities.
We felt that anything that provided hope and inspiration during this time of pandemic was a good thing. It was a very reasonable request for a limited period of time.
Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, and Ottawa, just some of the cities allowing mosques to broadcast the call to prayer at sunset for the month of Ramadan, marking the end of the fast. It's one of the holiest times in the Islamic calendar, but instead of congregating for prayers and meeting to break fast with family and friends, Muslims are being asked to stay home because of COVID-19.
The call to prayer really is, it's no substitute for that, but it's certainly something that brings a lot of comfort at a time when people would be really kind of dearly missing that part, that element of Ramadan.
But the move has sparked backlash. An online petition calling for an end to the temporary practice claims veterans who served in the Middle East might experience PTSD. That petition was reportedly taken down by Change.org. In Peel, a school council chair was removed from his position after posting a tweet the board called Islamophobic. It reads, "What's next? Separate lanes for camel and goat riders, allowing slaughter of animals at homes in name of sacrifice, bylaw requiring all women to cover themselves from head to toe in tents to appease the peace fools for votes." The principal of Macville Public School called the tweet from Ravi Huda disturbing, saying it was in contravention of the board's safe and accepting schools policy. His employer, Remax Canada, also confirming Huda is no longer with the company.
Let this be an example for others that you can't hide behind a Twitter account or a Facebook account and spew hate.
While Brampton has permanently amended its bylaws, extending noise exemptions given to churches to other places of worship, municipalities like Mississauga have only allowed the broadcast temporarily. At a meeting today, some councillors raised concerns about how the decision was made.
It wasn't on the agenda. It was a walk-on motion. And people in the community contacted myself and said, how did that happen?
Councillor Sue McFadden claims a motion put forward by her and Councillor Ron Starr was never about reversing the move, but meant to discuss setting up clearer procedures around how religious accommodations are made. The calls to prayer were ultimately allowed to continue in Mississauga after the council meeting, but McFadden says she feels she's been unfairly painted as intolerant, seen to be siding with those who oppose the decision.
What bothers me, though, is that I have a reputation of being collaborative and engaging my residents, and they should know me better than that. They know that I wouldn't do something that would hurt anybody. I don't care what faith you belong to.
McFadden also says she supports the Peel Board's removal of Ravi Huda, calling his comments shameful. Meanwhile, Muslim community groups say they know there will always be backlash around faith-based decisions, but they hope politicians will be able to separate free speech from hate speech.
There's room for everyone to be heard, but there certainly isn't room for hate and Islamophobia.
And Hassan notes that while it is a nice gesture from her conversations with Muslim leaders, she doesn't believe that making the call to prayer a permanent fixture is a priority for most mosques.